Hey everybody, this is Mr. Vivid Shadows. I would like to do a small little video of a topic I've been talking about with a friend of mine. Things that we miss as children. Do you remember those things that you used to do as kids? And then you think about it now and you're like, man, I wish I could go back and doing that. This is going to be those videos where I just talk about a few things here and there of the things I used to do as kids that I really miss. Okay, number one. The first thing I miss was playing in my backyard, pretending the whole world was this fantasy medieval world. You know what I mean? Back then as a kid, your imagination can run wild. Everyone would look at you now and be like, what are they doing? What are they doing? This is so weird. But you as a kid, you're having fun, you're laughing, you're making pretend. I miss those days where we as kids, and more importantly me and my friends, would all have this great time making up these little stories and stuff. The second thing I miss is when I miss the old animes. I just can't say it any other way. That the newest animes now just suck. They literally suck. Back then, I got to stay up at night and I would watch Toonami. It would always be the same setup. You're always looking forward to Dragon Ball Z, but you had to sit through Sailor Moon. But then you had these fun new animes like Ronin Warriors. We had Yu Yu Hakusho and Rurouni Kenshin. And then all the way into the middle of the night, around like 11 or 10 o'clock, we'd have a movie. That it would be maybe the Dragon Ball Z movie or Pokemon, the whatever one, Mewtwo Strikes Back or whatever. On top of that, they have the more adult movies closer near at night, which you'd stay up and watch, like Samurai Champloo, or whatever you pronounce it. These little animes that you shouldn't be watching, but you should be watching because they're fucking great. The third thing I miss as a kid is the excitement and how easy life was. Do you guys remember a time where you'd look at something and you'd think, oh, well, if I ask mommy to get it for me, maybe she'll buy it. It's not too expensive. I look at games now, $60 motherfucking dollars for a game. That price, I could get 2, 3, 4 games and the strategy guides. I remember buying 3 Game Boy Advance games and a strategy guide for like $40. And that leads to the fourth thing that I miss. I miss shops like EBX, EB Toys. You know, now it's GameStop, Toys R Us. You know, I miss these little hobby shops where you could find pretty much anything. You could look in and, let's face it, these shops, well, in where I used to live, these shops used to be so friendly. You'd go and you'd say, hey, I want to go look at this. Your mother would let you go look at it. You'd go look, and then she'd sit there and say, well, if you want it, I can see if I can afford it. I used to be around places where they'd look and you go, you want it? Yeah, go ahead and have it. You can take it. It was the coolest thing ever to be, as a kid, to like look at something and the guy would be like, you know what, you're in here all the time, here, go ahead and have it. You could take it. There's just not a lot of that much anymore. But this leads me to the end of my video. That I don't like to ramble on too much, because then you'll be hearing stories about this, and that, and then they'll jump to a whole bunch of other random stories, but I digress. I hope you all will put down in the comment section some of the things you miss as kids, some of your old little stories or things that you wish you could still do that you can't do now as semi-adults. So, I hope to see you all again for the next video.